Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin and this is our snack for the journey. And this week we're still in the second book of the Kings. Very important book because the book will tells us the end of the kingdoms in that sense. Not the end of the kingdom, but yes, how that's gonna happen. We saw already in the last video the end of the kingdom of the north, when the Assyrians came and took them and brought people from other countries there and mixed everybody and messed it up. Now the Judah, it's the only one, the remnant. So Judah is hanging in there, and then there's other problems with Judah, and it's a very important lesson that we have to learn here in this chapter 19 that I'm going to share with you. Before I read the text, I'd like to encourage you to share this video, to subscribe to our channel, to pray for us and help us to grow and bless other people. Today we're going to see a very interesting verse. It's in the chapter 19, verse 22. Chapter 19, verse 22 says, Who is it you have insulted and blasphemed? Against whom have you raised your voice and lift your eyes in pride? Against the Holy One of Israel. We're talking about the time of the King Hezekiah from Judah, and a kingdom came. Sennacherib came from Assyria. And he said, hey, we did something in Samaria, let's do it in Judah too. If we're here, let's take the whole thing. Let's take the next kingdom. And it was a fight. And they were saying, hey, your God cannot save you. You see, the Assyrians was ruthless. Ruthless. Evil. You cannot imagine how evil it is. And they destroyed, they killed, they abused people. It was terrible. And they said, we're coming for you, Judah, and your God cannot do anything. You think, look at the gods of your countries. Did they do anything against us? No, they could not. So your God's going to be the same. He cannot do anything. And then Hezekiah talked to Isaiah the prophet that we have in the Bible here. And then Isaiah has this prophecy. And God says to Sennacherib, I hope I pronounce his name right, okay? He says, Who are you to insult and blaspheme? Who are you? Who do you think you're talking to? Against whom have you raised your voice? And lift up your eyes in pride. You are talking to someone totally different from the other gods of the other countries. You're talking to the Creator. And you don't mess it up with him. That is the message. And he was right. Sennacherib could not do anything against Judah, at least at that time. And he was killed. He went back to the capital of his kingdom. He was killed there. But he could not do that. God asked him, who do you think you are? Who do you think you were talking to? Sometimes people, they do not realize, and sometimes we think that God is only our God. We need to understand that our God is the God of the universe, the world. And all the other kingdoms, all the other countries, they're still in his hands. And he controls them. It's very important for us to understand that. Because sometimes we think that it's just our God, and is just our church, our denomination, or our Christianity, just our religion, and God is not. He doesn't deal with the others. No, Our God is the God of the universe, the creator, the only one. And the whole universe, the whole world, all the countries, even the pagans, even the atheists, the unbelievers, they are in his hands. It's very important for us to understand that. And this is what God asked Sennacherib, who didn't believe in God, at least didn't believe in the God of Israel and Judah. He said, hey, I am the one. I am the only one. You don't mess it up with me. And it's a beautiful story, but it's a very scary story in that sense. And it's important for us to understand that God is the God of the whole universe. And he controls everything. And he does what he wants to do. And it's very important for us to understand and to know that our lives are in his hands. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.